Hi everyone, welcome back to investmentpropertyusa.ca. I'm Cal Ewing and I've got an update on our Pickerton flip that we're doing down in Houston, Texas. And if you haven't seen the first few videos, my plan was to document the entire acquisition at the Harris County tax auction of a property that we're going to rehab and eventually sell. So here's an update. I'd like to talk a little bit in this video about general contractors. In a few minutes, I'm going to share with you the contractor bid that we got for this Pickerton house that we are going to flip. And I'm telling you, it blew my mind how cheap it is to get work done at least in Texas. I'm used to extremely high material prices and labor costs here in Canada, and I really can't conceptualize how they're able to do all the work that we're getting done on this house for the price that they're charging. So I'm going to share that with you in a second. But first, what I'd like to talk about is how to find a good general contractor when you're doing a flip in your own market or when you're trying to do a flip from abroad like I'm doing. If you're not familiar, I live in Canada and the house that we're rehabbing is in Houston. Now, I'm fortunate enough, I have a really good partner and he lives in Houston, and he found us the contractor that we're going to work with on this property. And this is a friend of his stepdad, so there was a relationship already in existence there, some trust, and we knew that he would do a good job, and so far he's given us a great quote. But if you don't have any kind of relationships with any general contractors, no worries there. I actually have a few other backup plans that I want to keep on the back burner in case this contractor doesn't work out. And how I found them was just asking around. So if you are working with a realtor in the market that you're investing in, they often know some good contractors. That's how I found my plan B contractor is through a good realtor that I've been working with, and he recommended someone that does great work, and he mostly does flips for investors. So ask realtors. The other great way is if you're a member of any local real estate investing clubs. Ask those investors that are doing rehab projects or even buy and hold investors. They'll usually know some good handymen and general contractors that can do bigger projects like the one we're doing. Also, make sure you're a member of some of the online real estate investing clubs and forums. Biggerpockets.com is an incredible resource. I go in there all the time, and I've actually had some referrals from other investors for general contractors and any other kind of contractors or professionals, for example, plumbers, electricians, roofing guys. They are well connected, especially some of the big time investors that do a lot of these. They can connect you with some good people. Another great one here in Canada is the Canadian Real Estate Investor Club, Canada REIC. There's some amazing investors on there who can hook you up if you're doing projects here in Canada, and of course they're also doing work in the States, and they can refer you to some good general contractors that way. So I'm going to take you through this incredible bid that we got from our general contractor, and I'll take you through that right now. Here we go. All right, so here's the quote that our contractor sent us that we decided to go with. The most expensive contractor that we got a quote from had us around $12,000, and as you can see at the bottom here, this quote was for $10,300. As a Canadian, this might blow your mind, the cost to do all of this. It certainly blew my mind. For $10,000, we're able to do all of these items. This includes labor. And just as an example, my house in Calgary that I just purchased, we got a quote on replacing all the windows in our house. Granted, it's a lot bigger than this one, but we were looking at around $30,000 for windows, whereas here it's $1,250 for 5 windows. The other thing that's pretty amazing is the kitchen. $1,700 for cabinets, sinks, faucets, and plumbing. Now, we're obviously not putting in fancy cabinets and granite countertops into this flip, but as a comparison, the kitchen that I'm building in Calgary, in my house in Calgary, we're trying to do it as cheaply as possible, and it's looking like it's going to be around $20,000 to do a kitchen in Canada. So this is, I guess, one reason why I'm choosing to invest and do some rehabs in the States and in Texas in general. Now I'm going to give you what I feel is a pretty big hint here. So it wasn't until the point where we were able to accurately estimate these kind of expenses that we actually won properties at the auction. So if you're new to auction investing, or even if you're not investing in the auctions, but you are looking to flip, you need to get a firm grasp on how much things cost. Seeing something like this really helps set your bid so that you can be competitive and actually win a property while not getting burned by overbidding and then not being able to rehab the property and either losing money or eating into all of your profits. So I highly recommend working with a general contractor or finding someone that's already flipping, that really knows how much things like this cost. How much does it cost to remodel a kitchen? How much does it cost to replace the roof? Things like that, because the more accurate that you can get on these numbers, the more competitive you can be, and the better chance that you will be able to make safe investments either in your purchase offer or your maximum bid, but also you'll be able to better calculate what your returns are going to be and avoid risk of losing money. All right, as always, if you have any questions or comments on finding a general contractor about the whole bidding process, about rehabs on properties or any other kind of investing, please do not hesitate to leave a comment under this video or send me an email at cal@investmentpropertyusa.ca. And also, we're always looking for other investment partners who want to get involved, whether that's passively, you're a busy person, you don't have time, but you do want to invest in real estate and seek out some of those benefits that real estate provides. We have numerous ways of working with you, or whether you want to be a little bit more active and just want to learn how to invest, whether it's in Canada or in the United States. There's ways that we can work with you so that you're learning and investing at the same time. So feel free to send me an email and we can get connected that way. Thanks again for watching. I'll keep you updated as this rehab project goes along, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.